The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Patriots and the Commanders on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know.
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The drive will end there, and on comes Tressway to punt on 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, to potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man. That's 4. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the carry, it's Patterson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the...
A dive, and he's in! For Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Richie James now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He'll find his receiver. It's James. And he will score! Touchdown, New England.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. They'll run it with Patterson out of the pistol. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He's got Myers on the completion. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Minshew going to look to throw again. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing again is Minshew. And that ball incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
1st and 10. To the air once more is Minshew. That one brought in by James. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Minshew. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch. But got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. That's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. In motion is Myers. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Now Gainwell. And he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Hines now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots out on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A run with Gainwell. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Pierce running left. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
On the ground, Gainwell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. That's complete there to James. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Pierce. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, New England. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Commanders 7.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Keelan Robinson to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read, and he'll give it up on the pitch. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's McCarthy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
A gain of 5.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Minshew gonna look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing is Minshew. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Washington.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. This one caught at the 4. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read, the running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 1st down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
He'll find his receiver. It's James. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
This is why speed on the perimeter is just so critical. To be able to get from the right side of the field all the way across to the left downfield, you better get there quickly, because I'll tell you what, those pass rushers up front, they're not getting further away.
Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Gainwell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Minshew. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for New England. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the carry, it's Patterson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Now fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The visitors' offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll run again. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw with Minshew. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Mike Tirico.
Played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
A quick throw here to Boyd on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. The Commanders about to send this one away as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion is Myers. From the gun, here's Minshew. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Back is Minshew. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Patriots ready for the punt. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The motion man is Boyd. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it with Patterson out of the pistol. And he will have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
33-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
On the return, here's James. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Eddie Jackson up from his safety spot to make the play. 3rd and 9. To throw, Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. In motion comes Pittman. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the Patriots' 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now Gibson. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 1.
On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Minshew going to look to throw. That's complete there to James. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing is Minshew. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection.
Holding offense.
They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. On play action, here's Minshew. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Eddie Jackson.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Will set up the screen to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And it's going to be a Commanders' 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Here's Huntley. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. Here's Gibson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll run. This is Hines.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. In motion now, it's Scott. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it with Homer. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up to the 42.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. To throw is Bennett. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Bennett to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Patriots first down.
On the ground, it's Homer. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bennett. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down, Patriots.
Now Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. A run with Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Now Bennett. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. A run here with Homer. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Throwing, Bennett. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Huntley. First down throw there is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Huntley.